So, I did manage to get the Epic Artillery Plotting Room mod, and when I got it, I decided to place it straight on the USS Georgia. Why did I do that? Obviously, the Artillery Plotting Room mod is exclusive to American battleships, and obviously, there are a lot of American battleships in this game. I suspect probably most people who have this module are not going to put it on Georgia, but I did for two reasons primarily. Number one, the Georgia's guns are already fantastically accurate despite what anybody else might say to the contrary. They are quite consistent. They may not be the most accurate of all the American battleship guns, but they're pretty good. They're also 18-inch. Not quite as big as the Yamato's 18-inch guns, but they can overmatch 30 millimeters of armor plating, which, to be fair, might not come up all that often, but what will hopefully come up more often is the citadel damage. The Georgia's AP shells, when they strike a citadel, do over 17,000 damage each, which is higher than even the damage inflicted by the Yamato's shells when they strike citadels. Provided, of course, you're using gyrating drill bits on both the Yamato and the Georgia, the comparison's still the same. Georgia wins out. So I put the Epic Artillery Plotting Room mod on the Georgia in hopes that I would be able to score some citadels and proc the mod. This was about the second game I played with the mod installed, and take a look at this first shot against an unsuspecting mines who hasn't even spotted us. That's right, the Georgia does what it's so very good at, blapping ships all the way across the map. We hit the mines for 34,000 damage and 2 citadels, and instantly we have 2% better dispersion. So every 2 citadels you hit, you get 2% better dispersion. You can do that up to 5 times for 10% better dispersion theoretically, although I suspect those games will be rare. And how much of a difference does this really make? Well, I suppose I'll let you guys be the judge of that. We're heading out over here toward the Charlie Cap, partly because our destroyer is in the Charlie Cap, and we feel like it's our job to support him against these cruisers. We've got a Chumfon, and I can't remember, the mines pushing in toward the Charlie Cap. We want to prevent them from doing that, so our destroyer can take it. Our shot there against the Chumfon, we land 3 shells. They're overpens, though. And I think that does speak to the increased accuracy of the Georgia, thanks to this little buff here. Of course, they're overpens because I don't think we aimed correctly at his citadel, and he goes dark there, so we can't do a follow-up shot. Next shot here on the mines, he's in a turn, but ultimately I think we aimed too high. We should have lowered the reticule slightly, and then I think this would have been a dev strike, but instead the shells sort of overshoot the mines and we only get 1. That's not the fault of the Georgia's accuracy, of course, that is the fault of my own aim. Important to be able to tell the difference. In any case, our destroyer has wrapped up Charlie, so there's no reason that we need to stay in that position anymore. We've got a cruiser, and we've got another battleship pushing up the flank on Charlie, straight into the 2 enemy cruisers that are pushing in that direction. They're not entering the cap, they're no threat to it. We really don't have to remain where we are, and as we can see, the action on the enemy team is shifting toward the other side of the map, toward the alpha flank. So we're turning to go that way. That doesn't mean we can't still try to get shots on these cruisers as we go, especially since if we go this way, they're going to remain broadside to us. There's the mines. This time we take much better aim, accounting for his turn, and are justly rewarded with a citadel and our first kill of the game. Take note of the clock, by the way, 11 minutes and 30 seconds left on it. This game will end with about 8 minutes and 30 seconds, and by that time, we will have obtained a Kraken. Normally, I don't like to show games like this because this is a one-sided sweep. I don't think a single blue ship goes down, and frankly, these kind of games are often boring to play and I think boring to watch. But this Kraken is just so amusing, and it's so tied to this epic mod that I couldn't not put it on YouTube. There's the Massachusetts peeking out from behind the island, doing the battleship thing of, oh no, I've pushed too far into a threat. I need to stop, bow tank in reverse. We'll see how well that works out for such a low health Massachusetts. It's going to turn out not well. We didn't aim quite correctly there, of course. Our shells did hit the Massachusetts bow, and they shattered and bounced, but we're going to correct that once we get vision on him again. To be fair, though, we were making a colossal error there. There is a New Jersey backed up all the way almost to the map border who took a shot at our broadside for minimal damage. He could have citadeled us, though, so we ought to pay a little bit more attention to the map. In any case, we take down the Massachusetts, and now we'll return our attention to the New Jersey, who, as I said, could have capitalized on my mistake there. It's just a shame that RNG or perhaps his own aim prevented him from citadeling me. But even though he had my broadside and was trying to punish it, he has decided that it's an okay idea for him to give me his broadside. Perhaps he's heard that the Georgia is not accurate, but if he's heard that, well, he's heard wrong. I mean, we hit him there for 4 out of 6 shells. Sure, 1 ricochets, the other 2 hit his superstructure, and they don't do a lot of damage. But really, it's just chipping away at him. He's got almost no HP left. I think maybe 1 or 2 more shots and he'll be dead. And there's only 4 ships left on the enemy team with 9 minutes left to go on the clock. Clearly a sign of a well-played game. Tactical prowess on display here on the part of both teams, no doubt. But the New Jersey, as he retreats away, has about 5,000 hit points left. And I'm sort of thinking to myself, who do we shoot at? There's the Shumfan earlier, who we missed. And, well, he's a cruiser. We're going to shoot at him first. We take lead, and actually I think I sort of underled him there a little bit. Needed to increase the reticle's distance a little bit to the right. Nevertheless, the shells still fall and manage to find the citadel. There's our 3rd kill of the game. New Jersey, almost no HP left. It's just him, a full health Chapayev, and a destroyer lurking around somewhere. I don't think the destroyer's anywhere near me. In fact, he's near the Alpha Cap, so we might have to be careful, but New Jersey, no health left. We wait till he commits to that turn he's making. As soon as he does, we send the salvo, and we don't even have to look, because cool ships don't look at explosions. The New Jersey goes down for our 4th kill of the game, and there, well, I suppose the Chapayev is not quite full health, but he's almost as good as, and, well, since he's the only ship left alive, he's engaging in the tried-and-true tactic. Some call it the T-Bowl Shuffle, others call it border humping. Either way, it's really difficult to hit these kind of shots, but not for the Georgia, not with Epic Mod stacked twice. Devastating strike to a full health, almost full health, Chapayev for the Kraken. I'll let you be the judge of whether you think the Epic Mod was really making a difference there. I sort of think it was, and I'm going to keep it on the Georgia. I think this is just sort of the tip of the iceberg, honestly. Hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.